Arsenal look to hijack deal from arch rivals. Let's get straight into the news. How's it going, Gooners? And welcome back to Punch Drunk Arsenal, your home to all the latest Arsenal news and transfer updates. In today's episode, we're going to take a little bit of some news we heard yesterday come out of some reports on X that's actually not even X. I believe it's Christian Falk from Bild, so one of the most reliable German publications out there, that the Gunners are actually looking to hijack Tottenham's deal for Bayern Munich winner Leroy Sane. Okay, so Sane has definitely been a player that the Gunners have been linked with quite often in the last couple of years. It's obviously a player Mikel Arteta knows very well from his days at Man City, and it's an area that the Gunners are definitely looking to strengthen this season. We know that the Gunners are looking to strengthen their options out wide, mainly focusing on the left wing position. Sane is a right wing, but in my personal opinion, I think the right wing is another area we should actually look to strengthen. Saka obviously had that big hamstring injury earlier this year, and it's a player that we've relied on a little bit too much, in my opinion. Obviously, Saka is a world-class player. However, he can't play the same amount of minutes he has done in the last couple of years. Otherwise, we're likely going to see fatigue from him once again and then likely another injury. And we can't afford to have Saka missing large parts of our campaign, as he's such an important player for the Gunners. Obviously, we've seen that Ethan Nwaneri's been substituting for Saka quite a lot this season, especially during his times injured. But we also can't rely on a player that's actually not his predominant position. He's definitely not the right wing. He's more of a attacking midfielder at 10 to be playing as a substitute role for someone like Saka. If need be, he can play there, but I think we need a little bit more of an experienced player that can come in and play on that right wing. Martinelli and Trossard both can play there, but it's not their natural positions. They are both more of left-sided players. So the signing of Sané actually makes a lot of sense for the Gunners. He's obviously a free transfer. Even though a free transfer is not necessarily a free deal, we got agents fees which likely will be high. Then you got the player getting the signing on fee which also would likely be high. So you can consider that the agent fee would be between 5 and 10 million. The signing fee would be around 10 million for Sane. So that's already around 20 million pound outlay. And then you need to consider that his wages will likely get a big increase, because if a player comes on a free, he expects his wages to be increased or at least matched. And Sane is on quite a lot of he is on quite a big wage at Bayern Munich at the moment. I believe it's between 250 and 300,000 pounds a week. So that's another consideration that could actually go against the Gunners when considering Sane. Um, Obviously, it's a player that's more likely going to be a backup or someone that rotates with Saka rather than a first team player. The striker and the left wing is where the Gunners are focusing and prioritizing first team, like starting lineup players. So the deal for Sané, there's pros and cons to it. The pros is you're getting an experienced player, someone that's Premier League proven, someone that's won in the Premier League, someone that Mikel Arteta knows well, and someone that brings in an X factor down our right hand side. He's obviously a very fast player. He's known for his dribbling, and he links up play very nicely. He can also finish when need be. Even though he's not at the best of numbers during his time at Bayern Munich, I think this last season has been his best goal contributing season for the German club. He scored about 13 goals and assisted another 5, so that's less than 20 goal contributions, which isn't a terrific amount of goals and assists. However, he's definitely an experienced player that can come in. He's also played a lot of games for Germany. He's a fully fledged German international, so he brings with him bag loads of experience. And that's something that the Gunners are lacking a little bit in their front line. As a German player, he obviously knows Kai Havertz very well, so they will be able to link up very nicely. And as I mentioned, the main reason why I think we need another right winger is just for someone to rotate with Saka. I don't want to see Saka playing every single minute for 60 games again next season. I want him to be playing most games, obviously, even starting most games, but then also like a lot of games. Don't want to see him playing. Also, I want to see him coming off for a lot of games. So maybe around the 65th minute mark, 70th minute mark, he comes off. He gets that rest. He gets that much needed opportunity to rest. He doesn't build up that fatigue, and he doesn't play every single game that can obviously lead to an injury, as we saw this past season. Then the other issue that I have, not really an issue that I have with the Sané deal, is that if Leroy Sane does come in for the club, I don't want him to be the only like wide attacking option that comes into the club. I believe left wing is definitely a priority that the Gunners need to address. Someone that can come in that's almost at the level of Saka. My priority, obviously, or my preferred option would be Rodrigo from Real Madrid. He would be coming at a hefty price, but he's definitely someone that's at a similar level to Bukayo Saka. And that's what we need. We've seen that our teams become quite predictable in the way we play. A lot of our attacking motions goes through the right hand side through Martin Odegaard and Saka. So we need someone that can go in on that left hand side and complement Declan Rice. Rodrigo would obviously be an excellent option, though coming at a big price. Nico Williams is another one we've been looking at, and so is Jamie Barner-Gibsons. Both are very exciting young players. Both are very much known for their dribbling, that like to take players on. They're known for their 1v1s. Not the best of outlays either regarding goals and assists, but that's something if you consider that they come into a better team with Arsenal. They're going to be linking up with someone like Declan Rice down that left hand side. You expect them to be getting a lot more goals and assists. So those are the three options currently we're looking at down the left hand side. But it's going to be a very interesting summer for the Gunners. Obviously, a lot of us are getting a little bit frustrated, even though the window just opened. We have become accustomed to Arsenal either leaving business very late or getting our hopes up, even though it's sometimes our own fault, getting our hopes up for players to come in, and then those deals they never come to fruition. So obviously, as an Arsenal fan, we do get frustrated sometimes in the transfer window, but I do believe this is going to be a very big summer for the Gunners. I believe we're going to address our striker position accordingly. I do believe we're going to get either Sesko or Gyökeres. From my understanding, Gyökeres is still the most likely target to come in. Sesko is obviously a player Mikel Arteta really values quite highly. Either one of those two would definitely be an improvement for our striking options, and somewhere we desperately need to improve. Left wing, as well as I mentioned, Rodrigo, Nico Williams, Jamie Barner-Gibsons. My opinion, I think Nico Williams is the most likely one to come in. It's a player we've been scouting for numerous amounts of years now, and it just seems like it's one of those deals that always seems like it's on the cusp of happening and never does. But hopefully this season it does happen going into next season. And then, as I mentioned, obviously, the right wing, Leroy Sane, it looks like it's a deal that's also on the cards very much for the Gunners. And then stealing a player off of your biggest rival, Tottenham Hotspur, is a huge coup for the Gunners. It's something that the fans will celebrate very much so. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. As I mentioned, we're going to be keeping you guys up to date with all the latest and breaking Arsenal transfer news during this busy, expectedly busy transfer season that we're literally in right now. So please don't forget to smash that like button for us, and we really appreciate all the love and support we've been getting on this channel over the last week. As I mentioned, it's a very new channel, so all the support we're getting, everything, we really appreciate and love you guys so much for that. Don't forget to subscribe. The more of you that join us, we always want to grow our PDA family. So the more of you that join us, the more the merrier. And leave your comments in the comment section down below. Anyway, guys, cheers.